Senator will let the versus line logic.
Hi, I'm JackSpadeTaylor. We'll be covering two subjects, media culture studies and master classics in film. For my final project, I have chosen to compose a video that will critique the Lawrence Fishburne version of Othello, the Moor of Venice, using various elements I've learned in both classes. One in particular is use of angles and lighting. The use of camera angles certainly developed the mood and character that was conveyed in the playbook. One angle in general was from the point of view of Iago's knife, which he used to look back at Cassio and Desdemona as she gets out of the taxi. Or coach. Yeah, you have to be in the class to remember that. Anyways, this enhances his deceitfulness. Another is a use of lighting, which enhances the mood of certain characters. One in general is Othello is contemplating whether he should kill Desdemona while bent over a candle. The darkening of his eyes causes him to look or appear more sinister. Symbolism. Symbols are heavy in literature, especially Shakespeare, and in general Othello has its fair share of symbols. Othello, who is black, is often seen wearing white to represent his good nature, while Iago, who is white, wears black to show his dark and selfish nature. Although it is not shown in the book, the movie's version also shows Iago playing a chess game, in which is a board composed of black and white pieces and a board of black and white spaces. This game is his way of showing how he is using every one of the characters in the book as a form of strategy, as is the pieces are. And he's using them to get to his goal, which is revenge against Othello. Another popular symbol is the handkerchief, which also conveys Othello's appearance. And the handkerchief has a strawberry on it. The strawberry is actually used to represent lust in most literature, next to the apple, but that's more biblical and that's another story. Music. Music use also helped certain elements in the movie to be conveyed in which it was harder for the book to convey them. When Othello has an epileptic fit, not only is the camera slowing down, but the music in the background also begins to slow down, which helps convey the message that Othello is losing touch with reality, much like me. Another example is the Willow Song that Desdemona sings towards the end of the movie, which tells viewers her somber and grim emotion she is feeling as she readies herself to bed, her final resting place. Media analysis. Othello is a form of transmedia storytelling, having several film versions, the original book, and even a graphic novel. Yeah, I know, a graphic novel. Who would know? I personally haven't checked yet, but I bet you there's also a video game online. Maybe you have to kill Desdemona in a certain amount of time. Or call Cassio a lying fraud. Thou hast cheated on my woman. Sorry. Alright, back to topic. Transmedia storytelling is an enhancement of storytelling through media in multiple forms. if you hadn't known already. Stereotypes. The Olivier version of Othello, when compared to the Fishburne version, is obvious. Having Olivier playing in blackface in the film looked cheap enough, but when Olivier started to over-accent role as Othello, the hokiness is obvious. However, Cassio's drunken stupor was well portrayed in my opinion. This is my left hand, this is my right. Yeah. When Fishburne played Othello, not only did he keep the role where it was in the book, he also made the role believable. As well as Cassio in his drunkenness, which in that version I could sadly believe was more of a drunk than the Olivier version. But the Olivier version is quite entertaining. You should see it. This was because of stereotypes, in which people believe a drunk is supposed to look hammered, and a black role should be played by a black actor. Opinion. In my personal opinion, I believe that Othello was a great story in a film when you watch the Fishburne version of the film, which was made in 1995 by an indie or independent film company. It was the best version I've seen. Thank you for watching, and this was JackSpadeTaylor. Tune in whenever I make a new video. Later.